Hey everyone, I wanted to make sure you knew about DDO's upcoming 64-bit server transfers. This video is primarily for folks who are out of the news loop. I know there's some folks who watch my content and you're not playing DDO right now and aren't super in tune with what's going on in DDO. But starting tomorrow, July 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be able to transfer for free our characters from our existing worlds, which will be deprecated after August 31st, 2025. To one of the new 64-bit worlds. There's going to be 3 new 64-bit worlds that are created, which will accompany our existing 32-bit world, Cormier. Cormier will remain one of our permanent worlds. There'll be 2 new US-based servers called Shadowdale and Thrain. I will be on Shadowdale. There'll also be 1 European server added called Moonsea. If you ever feel like you're going to play DDO again in the future, I would highly recommend that you log into your account and you transfer your tunes as soon as possible. The sooner the better, because, well, there's going to be naming conflicts. All of our existing servers are going to be combined into just 4 64-bit servers: Shadowdale, Thrain, Moonsea, and Cormier. So there's going to be a lot of naming conflicts, and the sooner you get over to one of the new 64-bit servers, the better your chances of retaining your character's name without having to go through a character rename. So starting at 2 p.m. Eastern on July 15th, you're going to be able to pack up your characters just by logging into your character and using the /transfer pack command. And you're going to need to do this for each one of your characters. Once you do that, at the character selection screen, it will say that that tune is packed. Once your character or characters are packed, then you're going to need to log out and go back to the launcher and enter your username and password and click the transfer button right here below the play button. If you've ever used the transfer wizard before, it's going to be the same. You're going to select your origin world, select the characters, and then select the destination world that you want to transfer to. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory. And then once you're on your new 64-bit world, you're going to use the /transfer unpack command. And then that will unpack all of your goodies and you'll be good to go. And like I said, you'll need to do this for each one of your characters. Now, if you're wondering about your guilds and your shared bank and all that stuff, this is a whole new transfer system that they built just for these new 64-bit worlds. So most of our stuff is transferring. It's not like the old transfer wizard where there was a whole bunch of stuff that wouldn't transfer to the new world. So you can transfer like a whole guild, for example, and shared bank and your pets and your stable and stuff like that. Now, I do urge you that if you are unfamiliar with this, make sure you read this entire article, because I'm just going over the gist of what's happening right now because I don't want you to miss out on this very important event in DDO. I will include a link to this article in this video description, so please read through it thoroughly. I also want to make sure that you know about the 100 free shared account storage spaces that they're giving out. You must log in and use the code 100 slots before August 31st, 2025 for 100 free shared account spaces. That's awesome. You're also going to get 10 new free character spaces or character slots on the 64-bit servers, which will be helpful for people who want to transfer like, a bunch of characters from, multiple servers, maybe to one new 64-bit world. The transfer period is until August 31st, 2025, at which time the current 32-bit worlds, Sarlona, Orion, Kyber, etc., are going to be deprecated. And they'll be temporarily shut down and then reopened. I don't know how long they're going to be shut down for. I don't think it's going to be very long. But then they're going to be reopened as ghost worlds for 2 years. During that ghost world phase, you're going to be able to log into your old servers, but the game will be unplayable. You'll only be able to log into those servers for purposes of packing your character up. And at the end of that 2-year window, it sounds like as of right now, all that old data is going to be wiped. I don't know. It sounds like some of that stuff might not be recoverable. I don't know. I hope that they change their mind and find some way to back it up and that it's still retrievable, after that period by contacting customer support or something. But as of right now, it sounds like it's not going to be there anymore. So a 2-year window is a big window to do this. But I know that it's not uncommon for some players to be away from the game for a couple, 2, 3, 4 years, or even more. I just had a guildie come back after 3 years and another guildie come back after 12 years. So, if you're out of DDO right now for whatever reason, if you can find the time, I highly recommend that you log in before August 31st and transfer your characters over to one of the new 64-bit servers. And make sure that you use that code 100 slots before August 31st, 2025. I'll see you on the new 64-bit servers.